Hey guys, today I wanted to do a video all about something that has been in the news quite heavily the past few months. It's been all over social media. I guess if you haven't heard about it, then you've sort of been living under a rock for the past 6-7 months. And I really kind of did want to have a little video about the fact that Donald Trump is getting more and more popular every day, and it's scaring the living daylights out of me. So I guess the reasons why I really kind of needed to make this video, not just for myself but for other people who are watching, especially in America, some of the things that come out of Donald Trump's mouth that are really, really worrying, and the fact that people are supporting the things that he is saying are also very, very worrying. And I wanted to make the comparison that some of the things that he says also run quite heavily alongside some of the things that Adolf Hitler said before Nazi Germany got into power, and we all know how that turned out. Some of the things that I have heard and seen Donald Trump say are quite frankly xenophobic, sexist, misogynist, racist, ignorant, just absolutely ridiculous statements that he sounds like he has no idea what he is saying, especially when it comes to things about foreign policy. Could he name any world leaders? I mean, could he talk about how he's going to deal with ISIS, how he's going to fix the country's current state of healthcare? I mean, how is he going to approach, I don't know, just various different important issues, like the war in Syria, that's another big one. And I mean, he seems like such a child, and I just find him very, very offensive. I mean, the fact that he says that he wants to build a wall between Mexico and America and form a database full of Muslims in the country and deport them, that's very, very Nazi. I mean, if you look back and find what Hitler was wanting to do to his country, Germany, he wanted to frickin' put all the Jews in Madagascar and then deport them to camps, which did actually frickin' happen. And that was the reason why the Holocaust happened. And the worst thing is that when people try and oppose him, try and say something against what he believes in, he either makes fun of it, doesn't believe that it ever happened, or calls them liars. I mean, I can't. He can't even form a coherent, structural debate, discussion, like proper serious arguments with people in a mature way. His backlashes against people are just so immature and childish. He'll just be like, oh, I don't remember, like, did I say that I supported KKK leader? I don't even know who the KKK are. I mean, come on, let's be real. Everyone knows who the KKK are. And I mean, he says that he can't even remember certain conversations with people, certain people's names. He literally is a bully that will make fun of people. He doesn't compromise, and I can't even believe it. I mean, whoever supports it and follows this man and blindly, like sheep, just regurgitate the things that he says without fully understanding it in their heads. I mean, let's make America great again. That phrase is just repeated over and over and over again, and it's all over here in that specific campaign. How are you going to make America great again? Do you even need to be great in the first place? I mean, really, let's be realistic here. Something that is very dangerous about this whole campaign is the fact that the presidential candidacy, especially focusing in on Donald Trump himself, has been treated like an entertainment reality TV show, almost like a circus, full of media attention, coverage that like the press can just jump on every time Trump says something funny or controversial. And to me, that isn't a joke. This is a serious thing where at the end of the day, Americans will be voting for who they want to be the next serious leader of their country, who will have access to weapons, have to make decisions with other world leaders of what to happen in terms of like war and peace, And that's, to me, is very, very dangerous. And the fact that the media are jumping on every single thing he seems to be saying just to make it light entertainment and a laugh for other people, sometimes at the expense of other people, is really scary. And I am really frightened of what is going to happen in the future if this carries on the way that it is carrying on. And I'm guessing that the reason why a lot of his supporters seem to be voting for him is because, one, they find him funny, which is bizarre in a presidential campaign, and also the fact that he isn't politically correct. And I have to say there is a stark difference between being politically correct and just being downright rude. The normal person wouldn't go around calling people they didn't like rapists, fat, ugly, going around pointing at women and objectifying them and saying that if my daughter wasn't my daughter, I'd probably go and date her. Who says things like that? It's almost as if Donald Trump doesn't have a moral compass at all. I mean, in this kind of political situation, you have to have tact. And if you're talking to other politicians and other candidates, you have to be mature and you have to be humble and respectful towards other people's opinions. And Donald Trump is none of those things, and that is just absolutely horrific. That is just what kind of human being are you if you're going around saying things like that about other people and about other races and other communities? I mean, it's just getting to the point now where, with elections taking place this year in November, it's getting really freaking scary to me how this man, who has absolutely no experience in politics whatsoever, could potentially be the next president of America and the next leader of the free world, who is supposedly meant to be tolerant of others, be respectful, and have the correct amount of knowledge and experience about how to run a country the right way. And I don't think Donald Trump has any of those things at all. To me, he just seems very ignorant, very misogynist. He doesn't have the right answers to questions. In many cases, to me, he seems wrong and misguided. And the people that are supporting him, if you're watching this, I just think that you need to take a good look at yourselves in the mirror and actually listen to the things that he's saying and ask yourself, well, what actually can he do for my country? And what structure will he put in place to make sure that my life will be changed for the better? And the things that I've heard from him so far just seem to be very negative and not good at all for the state of America or in fact the world. And I think if you're a person who doesn't usually vote, I appeal to you guys now, because it's really, really important for you to have your say in who is the next leader of your country. And if you don't want Donald Trump to be the next president, please vote for somebody else. I don't care who it is. It could be Hillary Clinton, it could be Ted Cruz, I don't care, but please just do not vote for this man. If you believe the things that I've been saying, I'd really love to hear from you, but please, on November 8th, please don't sit there and do nothing. If you don't want this ignorant, sexist, racist, xenophobic man to be the next leader of your country and have influence across the rest of the world, then please stand up, make a stand and vote for someone who you believe will have a positive impact on the rest of the world and your country. So I know a lot of you will feel really strongly about this issue, but I'm just one person with an opinion on YouTube, but I'd really love to hear from you. If you have anything to say, either for or against, please put your comments down here at the bottom. And hopefully normal scheduling will resume very, very soon with more upbeat topics. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys! So anyway, thanks for watching. If you've managed to get to this point of the video, don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe. Check out some of my other videos, which I'll link somewhere around here. And I will see you in another video. Bye!